Now I'm going to explain you the 10th program, that is 10th A, Floyd's algorithm. Write a Java program to implement all pair shortest paths problem using Floyd's algorithm. As we already discussed, Floyd's algorithm is used to find the shortest path between every pair of vertices, and the input for this algorithm is cost adjacency matrix and the output is shortest distance matrix. Right, now we'll see header file. Next, the class name is Floyd's class, so the file name must be Floyd's class.java. Right, and the maximum size of the cost matrix is 20. That's nothing but 20 cross 20 matrix we are going to get. And the cost matrix is used to store with the name of A, and n indicates the number of vertices in the given graph. Right, next is void main. Right, main function, where we'll be having three functions. First one is read matrix, next one is Floyd's, and next is print matrix, where we are going to print the output, and here we are going to calculate all pair shortest path, and here we are going to read the input. Now we'll go for the read matrix. Read matrix function, where we are going to enter the number of vertices, and this is the graph I have taken as an example for tracing n equal to 5. And one more thing, I have taken the same graph while explaining the Floyd's algorithm also, so you can take that the example while going through this particular program. Right, and after reading the n value, next is cost adjacency matrix, and this is what the cost matrix that I have entered, right, based on the values of this particular graph. Next, once you are done with reading the matrix, the next one is Floyd's function, where this Floyd's function will be having three for loops. Right, if you want, you just go through the algorithm. Even in the algorithm we have used three for loops. What is this K loop indicates? K loop indicates that for each of the vertices, that is from vertex 1, what is the shortest distance to 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, from 2, what is the distance to 1, 3, 4, 5, and from 3 it's 1, 2, 4, 5, and from 4 it is 1, 2, 3, 5, and from 5 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, for each vertex that is going to be indicated with the K loop and I and J. Right, and I and J just to traverse inside this matrix we need two for loops. Right, and this is the statement what you have used in your algorithm itself. That is, in your algorithm you have used d of ij equal to min of d of ij comma d of ik plus d of kj. Right, that is nothing but, if you uses an intermediate node, if you take an help of an intermediate node, are you going to get a less cost to reach the vertex j from I? That is, if you use an intermediate node, if you get the less cost, then we can consider that particular path to reach vertex j from vertex I. That is what the condition. If this cost is less, then a of ij equal to a of ik plus a of kj. If this cost is greater than already existing value, means we are not going to change that value. Instead of that, we'll just keep the previous value as it is. This tracing is shown over here. Right, why I have taken the same example that I have taken for the explanation of algorithm means, in that algorithm the same graph means the first table what you have written, you just consider the first cost adjacency matrix that you have copied in the first step. This is what the adjacency matrix that you have got for the first instance, that is the vertex A over there. Here it is vertex 1. Right, and through vertex A, that is what the first step in the solving of your problem. Right, that is what here, through vertex 1. So select this column and this row. That is what you have done while solving the problem. Right, through that you just need to select first value which is greater than 2 and less than infinity. right? While solving the problem, in the column you have selected the value which is greater than 0 and less than 999. Well, after selecting that, you just did the comparison operation, comparative operation with the row value. But when it comes over here, I'll perform these two operations for each and every value in the whole matrix, right? That is from vertex 1. I'll start from the vertex 1. I'll traverse through all the values in the given matrix. That is what I have shown over here. That is when the k value is 1, when the k value is 1 is nothing but from vertex 1 and the I value is 1 and the j value is 1. Check if a of 1 comma 1 plus a of 1 comma 1 is it less than a of 1 comma 1. A of 1 comma 1 is nothing but 0. 0 plus 0 is it less than 0? No, condition is false. So inner loop, that is j loop, is incremented and we have checked for the further condition. When you keep on checking for the all the j value until the j loop ends, we are not going to get a true condition for this if statement, right? Next, increment I. When you come out of the j loop, what is the next step you need to do? You just need to increment I value. When you increment the I value, next row value has to be compared. When you keep on comparing like that, when you go for the value like from vertex 1, when you reaches 2 comma 3, previously we had 999, but if you use an intermediate node as vertex 1, I can reach the vertex 3 from vertex 2 with a value of 5, right? If I use an intermediate node as 1, I can reach the vertex 3 from vertex 2 with the help of a value that is 5. So the condition is true. So I have changed the value of 2 comma 3 from 999 to 5. Next, after that, I just need to continue my tracing unless all the 3 for loops ends, right? This condition where you have updated the value of 5. This is what the steps that we have done in your problem, right? In your solving the problem manually, this is just one step. Within one step, you are going to get the result of 5. But when it comes to the program, these many steps it's going to consider just to update one value, right? So in the same way, it will just perform the same operation for all the vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as I said earlier, and at last it's going to end up with the matrix that is all pair shortest path matrix, right? Now we are done with Floyd's function. Next function in the main is to call a print matrix, right? See, when it comes to Floyd's, even while explaining the algorithm also I have specified this is the easiest algorithm, right? You just need to remember only one step, right? Only one instruction. So in the same way, even in your program also, you just need to remember just these two steps, right? It's the easiest algorithm. It's the easiest program, right? Now we'll see the print matrix. When you go for the print matrix, as you all know, in order to print the matrix, we just required 2 for loops. This is what the all pair shortest path matrix that you are going to get at the end of this program, right? In order to print the matrix, we have used 2 for loops and /t and the /n in order to print that in the form of a matrix. This is the end of the class. This is the easiest program compared to all other, right? And this is what the graph I have considered. Enter the number of vertices, that is 4, and this is the cost matrix that you have entered, and this is the all pair shortest path matrix, that is your result, right? You just do the tracing by considering one more graph, right? If you have any issues, just let me know, right? Thank you.